Welcome to episode 301 of Technical Foul. It's 301. Jesus Christ.
301.
We out
That's
here.
a lot of episodes.
Yeah, we ain't gonna hold you. Let's get to the intro. Welcome to episode 301 of Technical Foul Podcast, the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, a.k.a. Ass Ketchum, a.k.a. Mr. Give It To Me. You know it's another week and I'll be missing y'all and shit. I know y'all be missing me, baby.
I am the Eric J.
Only known as
the Eric J. The point guard crew is not with us in person. She's not feeling very well. So send her up some shouts, some prayers, whatever you do.
Some well wishes, the whole nine.
All that. She might be with us in the comments. But yeah, get well, Camille.
For sure.
and it's your boy K Harris, the gentleman.
The gentleman.
The everyday gentleman.
24/7.
But better known as K Diddy.
See, is that better? Is the energy a little
Thank
bit
you.
better?
I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that.
I just realized you got the Michael Jordan mustache this week.
Hmm.
Got the little skinny joint.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when I got loud, I was like, bro, why you got me out
Actually,
here?
Stephen A. My bad.
The Stephen A, bro.
That dude be having a whisper of a mustache. Just like dusting of hair on top of his lip.
Oh, shit.
Can I get the mustache?
He get his mustache beamed and shit. So
Oh, no, not the beam on the face.
I know somebody got
your beard beam?
No, I know somebody that get it beamed. That
I feel like you a
he
beard
worked,
beam.
bro. He working with us, bro. This nigga beard beamed every day, bro. We out here sweating, bro. This
His
man
beard disappeared by lunch?
Melt.
No, this nigga, his wife must paint his beard on every morning, my nigga.
He's going to work with a
He
full
be stupid
beard.
crispy, dog.
That is hilarious.
I mean, I've had hair for most of my adult life, but it's like I've never gotten beamed, and I don't get like.
I got beamed once.
Do it wear off? Like,
I had got beam like
does it rub
couple
off
times
like,
when I was
on your
younger.
pillow? Like, how,
It don't-
Like, it seems like
If it's the good, you got to get a good. It's a cheap brand that's like paint, and like you wash your face and come off. But like the newer grade of beam, like you, yeah, like you can wash your face and stuff and it won't come off.
I ain't got beam and like again, I was in my early 20s last time I got my hair beam. But
Yeah, I've been beamed before.
I gotta get a good grade of hair. I ain't really gotta do all of that shit.
I ain't even
But-
asked for it. I just got beamed. I was like, "What this nigga doing?" Fam?
Let me put
Then
a
I
cardboard
seen
to
it. I was
your
like, "Oh
face.
shit, okay."
It's like, what the fuck is this paper
I
doing?
was like, "I see you out here."
No, I ain't. No. But hey, it ain't for me. It's for you.
It ain't for me.
If you like it, I love it.
Right.
Hey,
I ain't gonna wear that
somebody
shit.
was
You
listening
got
like, "Damn, these niggas, I get beamed every week."
Hey, listen, bro. I ain't gonna wear that shit, but you got it.
He bring his own can of beam to the barber.
Hey, I'm just curious. Like, I'm just asking questions. No judgment over here. If you don't got beam, hit us up in the comments. Let us know what it's like. That's how wild.
No Scotty.
But make sure you join us every week.
Mhm.
Sometime between 6:30 and 7 p.m. We got started a little bit late this week. But you can catch us live on YouTube every Tuesday. While you're there, make sure that you like, subscribe.
Yes.
I don't think you can rate and review on YouTube, but you can on your podcast platform of choice. We appreciate that. Like we said, like please subscribe on YouTube.
For sure.
Can somebody share us in the group? Because that worked last week. We got a lot more activity from the comments last week. We got Dwayne in there. He said, "LOL, getting beamed is a wild concept."
Beam me, brother.
Beam me, bro. But yeah, reviews, likes, shares, all that helps us, but especially subscriptions on YouTube. We are trying to get monetized, so please help us out. The live show already happened for Locked on Bucks, so we can delete that on up out of there. Sports fact of the week. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh no!
This whole week is about celebrating the anniversary of the Bucks in the finals.
Oh, I know which one it is this week.
Yesterday was the anniversary of Game 5, which was the lob, the value, as you will.
The value.
Few days before that was the anniversary of the block. I was in attendance for that. It's still one of my greatest sports memories in person. I got to share with my granddad. That was tight. And then day after tomorrow's anniversary of Giannis's 50 piece.
It's a great movie.
Yes.
That's tomorrow. Yeah, I agree.
Well, I won't call it great, but it's one of my favorites. I like disasters and natural disasters and shit. I don't know why.
What you talking about?
Day after tomorrow.
You talking about the movie?
This nigga. I'm like, yeah, I mean, like Giannis 50 piece, that was a movie. I understand. He's like a disaster. I'm like, nope. For the Suns, maybe. Giannis's 50 was like one of the greatest individual performances like I've seen, and like that gets is due respect. But like for my money, Game 5 is one of the best games in NBA history. Like if you actually go back and watch that game, like it was a good ass game. Like the shot making, the offensive execution, like both teams played their asses off. Like I went back and watched it last night because it's on the NBA app. Like you can watch NBA Finals games for free on the NBA app if you're a member. Not a member, but if you have an NBA ID. And I think it's back through the 80s now. Maybe the 90s, I might be lying, but at least through the 90s, maybe through the 80s. So you can go back and watch it, like the entire broadcast version of the game. Like Phoenix got out to a crazy lead. The Bucks cut into it in like record time. Like I think it was like early second quarter, and they'd already erased like a 16-point lead. It was back and forth. Like I said, shot making was crazy. The Bucks' big three showed up together in the same game for like the first time in the playoffs. Devin Booker went nuts. Like Jay Crowder and Mikal Bridges were hitting three. Like it was a great game, capped off with one of like the signature plays of NBA history. So like for my money, Game 5 is one of the best games I've ever seen in my life.
You know what's gonna be crazy? If Mikal Bridges continued the way he ended last season, and that's just how his career is gonna be. To say that he was
just the fourth option,
right, just a rotational, not even he was starting, but still like
player.
He was just a role player on that squad. It's kind of wild, honestly.
It would kind of be like Kawhi, like in the early Spurs years, where it's like, oh yeah, he nice,
Harden,
he's good defender, right? Like, yeah,
that's kind of real.
So yeah, that's the sports fact of the week. Bucks won a championship 2 years ago. Fuck with us. The game that needs a name. Y'all do your homework this week?
I did not. I'm not gonna lie.
No, but I've always been the type to kind of finish homework in class sometimes. So
we could hear his turn.
All right, I had just we did Olympic events already, right?
Probably.
Fuck. Because I was thinking about Sabrina Ionescu and her 3-point contest. So I was thinking about just all-star events. But really the only one I got varying all-star events is the NBA. Honestly. Everybody else is just like,
Let's do running back. Yeah.
Oh.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
All time or current?
We can do all
I'll
time.
say all
Makes
time.
it easy for you.
Yeah.
I know like 3 running backs, which is we'll get into later. Okay. Camille gave us the thing, so we'll just go in tech order, I guess.
Okay.
Wait. We gotta explain what the game that needs name is.
All right.
I don't do it as eloquently as Camille does it.
Can I try?
Get it.
All right, so game that needs a name. This is a game where we name off. We have a category.
It's a game with the name. Right. That's a game.
We fuck with the name because
then we give the names of the games that the games then play with the names.
For a fact, for sure. We like the name, so we're gonna keep it a game that needs a name. But we pick a category, and in that category, we choose like we're doing running backs today, and from that point, we're doing all time. So We're going to name off. You cannot repeat the name that was already repeated, otherwise you're out. You only have 5 seconds to name off someone, or you're out. The person that's last standing is the winner, of course.
Okay.
How's
I think that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
So we, like we said, we're going to take order. So Tim, myself, Ken, and then back to Tim, and we'll go until we're all eliminated, or till 2 of us are eliminated.
For sure.
Okay.
Barry Sanders,
Emmett Smith,
Walter Payton,
Saquon Barkley,
Josh Jacobs,
Adrian Peterson,
Dalvin Cook,
Tony Pollard,
Eddie Lacy,
Alvin Kamara,
Ezekiel Elliott,
Edgar Bennett,
Ryan Grant,
Dorsey Levens,
Reggie Bush,
Sam Congato.
What's his name? James. I forgot his name.
Terrell Davis,
James Conner,
Mike Allstott. Yeah.
That was a good one. Yeah,
Okay.
Work done.
With Damian Thomason.
Didn't somebody say LaDainian?
Uh,
Jamal Charles.
I think somebody said this. Sean Alexander.
Nope. Larry Johnson.
Yeah, fuck. Damn.
Hey, the winner.
God damn it. Clinton Portis was my next one.
I used to love Clinton Portis.
Yeah, that was my next one.
James, he was the running back for the Packers when they won the Super Bowl.
James Starks.
Yes, I could not remember that dude's last name for the life of me.
A legit 6-foot running back.
I was for the name plenty of Packer running backs.
I thought he was gonna be cold that next season. That dude ain't do shit.
Starks was decent enough. Though.
Nah, that's the reason they had to draft Eddie Lacy, who was what Camille put in the chat.
Dorsey Levens.
Dorsey Levens was cold. Like, I've always been a fan of the running back position. Barry's always been my number one.
Mm-hmm.
LaDainian is always cold.
Yeah.
Priest Holmes is always one of my favorites. Like the Chiefs had some cold running backs. Now they don't fuck with them, but the Chiefs used to have some cold ones. Because like Jamal Charles is one of my favorite running backs of all time. Then ain't nobody. We didn't get to the Kareem Hunts, like or the Nick Chubbs or the
Nick Chubb didn't play for the Chiefs.
No, I'm just saying
just
running backs,
okay.
the big names, the King Henrys, the Run CMCs,
Mm-hmm.
like. The running back position has always been, and maybe because I was always smaller in stature, so I was limited to running back, wide receiver, cornerback, safety.
Mm-hmm.
I could have played linebacker, but no. Couldn't see over the line.
Camille said Eddie George was her boy back in the day.
I fucked with Eddie George too.
Yeah, that's no guy. He was Titans fans.
No,
anyway,
it's been some nice ones. Oh shit, Matt Forte. I'm surprised you ain't saying that.
Oh yeah, Forte was the dude. We say running backs.
We'll put a pin in the running back talk because that'll actually be the first topic of our topic discussion. But since we're here, we might as well get into it.
Start.
It'd probably help if I had my headphones on. Dude, I'll let you pick the music.
Okay.
I don't know if you have loaded in your instrumentals for us yet.
Oh, my fault. I'll do it for next week.
It's all good. But yeah, so Monday, like we said, we'll start off with running backs. Monday was the deadline for franchise players to agree to long-term contracts.
Mm-hmm.
The most notable players that were waiting for deals were all running back with their current teams.
Oh!
So that includes Giants Saquon Barkley, Raiders Josh Jacobs, and Cowboys Tony Pollard. If you notice, I said 2 of those games in the name. The game that needs them to I fucked up.
2 of those names.
I said 2 of those names in the game that needs a name.
Yeah, bars.
Because they were on my screen. So I cheated. So those 3 running backs were the only players who received franchise tags to not reach a long-term contract. They all had until 3 p.m. Central on Monday to get one done. They will now have to play a 2023 season on the franchise tenders worth just over $10 million. Pollard has already signed his tender. Barkley and Jacobs, however, remain unsigned and plan to stay away from the team's off-season programs. So that bit of news then led to many discussions around the league regarding the value of running backs, and basically, like, is the running back position now undervalued? Because the largest total value contract of any running back signed this offseason was Miles Sanders, who signed a 4-year, $25 million contract with the Panthers.
Wow.
I think we've talked about this previously about the value of running backs and why they're not getting paid long term. But this kind of puts a bow on that conversation because it's like the teams are really not paying these guys long-term money once they get off the rookie deals.
Y'all mind if I
Cook, my brother?
Yeah, go ahead.
hand me the ball, hand me the rock. Like I said, I've always been a fan of the running back position, and I feel like the teams and the owners and the GMs collectively have decided that the running back is one of the most dispensable and most interchangeable pieces on the offense, when that is not the case whatsoever. Most of the good teams that you have in the NFL have a good running back or a good running game.
Yeah.
Usually use the running game to set up the pass game, and hell, even if you want to use the pass game to set up the running game, a good running back will give you a balanced offense, because all we have to do then is load up on good ass corners if you got an all out air it out attack. Now it's a no fly zone, or we just load the box and only it ain't. But at the same time, it's like the receivers are getting faster, so are the corners, the secondaries, the DBs, the safeties, the linebackers, like everybody is getting faster. And so with a good running game, it changes the pace. Like, because even though they're getting faster, everybody ain't necessarily coming out at 220. Like, you have still some smaller guys that play corner, or you have the taller, thinner guys that still playing corner, and some of the decent guys playing safety. But at the end of the day, the running back is usually around like 5'10", 5'11", 220. You still have some pretty strong motherfuckers running that rock. But I feel like part of it started with Todd Gurley, where they ran him into the ground.
Yeah.
But I would also counter that it probably started earlier than that. It was really Mike Shanahan and the way they just plugged running backs into that system year after year, and all of them got their shit off. Like, it started with Terrell Davis, because it was like the zone blocking scheme, so it wasn't necessarily about
who
like,
it was.
It was just like, you know, we gonna block, we gonna get you these holes, you just gotta get your ass through it. Like, it wasn't about finding the holes. Like, you know exactly where it's gonna be, right on that line, just hit the hole. So it was Terrell Davis, then it was like Mike Anderson, and it was Olandis Gary, and it was Clinton Portis. It was like all these dudes are cold, but it was like, okay, every year they find a different running back and they all run for 1,000 yards. It's like,
everybody couldn't do it though. That was like
everybody can
Dallas,
do it in
Denver.
That's
but then Dallas started doing it, because Dallas had the Marion Barbers, the DeMarco Murrays, the Ezekiel Elliott's, and the Tony Pollards, because usually they have but that starts with a fantastic line too. Everybody didn't necessarily have that.
Wisconsin football in college is like, if you have a great line, you can stick any fast dude that's a little bit shifty behind that line.
They're gonna get off,
and they're gonna get their shit off.
True, and then but that doesn't always translate to the NFL. My issue here though is that the running backs can carry the load for your offense. They can, like Josh Jacobs, for example. He had like 1,600 rushing yards last year, and he had like 2,000 yards from the line of scrimmage.
And what the Raiders do?
The Raiders, as a totality, the quarterback play was pretty shitty. So they get to the red zone, and they wasn't giving. For example, the Packers, we yelled all the time. Why we have cold running back? Why are we not giving the ball at the line of scrimmage? You have a good running back. You want the running back to do what he does best. You need 5 yards. Typically, give him 3 chances then, or give him 2 chances then. If you got a running back like the Packers, that's averaging 4 yards a carry. You got 2 yards. 2 fucking carries, you got 8 yards, bro. Like, you can do anything for the most part. The play action is going to set up a pass. You have all kind of options, but running backs have become so devalued, I think, around the league. Like I said, it could have started earlier than that. But Gurley, I think, was probably the last time they was like, you know what? Yes, he helped us. He carried us and everything like that. But we done gave him this monster contract, and he's on the shelf the last 2-3 years of his contract. We paid big money, $20+ million a year or $18+ million a year for this running back. And now he's chilling. We don't want to do that as a collective. So I feel like as a collective, the NFL has gone with all right, plus the shelf of running back, we'll give you 4 years. Usually it's 4 or 5 years, and that next thing you know, they start going downhill. You need to go ahead and draft a new one.
Camille said, shoot, look at how Dallas paid Zeke and how that turned out.
Yeah. So it's like they all seeing this, and they're like, you know what? They may be a great asset to our team. They may be the focal point of our offense. They may be the best thing smoking for us, and because of that, we've been able to enhance our running game. We've been able to give our quarterback better leverage. We've been able to do things. Now they can't put all these cats in the box. They're going to load the box up, so now you only got one-on-one outside with your DBs. Let's go ahead and air it out. We'll put 3 wide receivers out there because we know that our running back, again, he's averaging 4 yards a carry. 2 carries, he had 3rd and 2. You want third and short every time if you're going to be in third down situations. You get some that average 5, you give them 2 times, you got the first down.
Mm-hmm.
You can throw it on first down because they're expecting to run because you can do a play action. Like the running back can set up so much shit, but they also have to go back there when they're not running. They're one of the few players outside of the lineman that gets hits every single play. Because even when you're not giving me the ball, if it's a fake play, I'm still getting hit. If you're passing the ball, I still got to block. I'm still getting hit. And if you give me the ball, I got to dodge every goddamn body on the field. And I'm still getting hit unless I go untouched, which almost never happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have those home run hitters, but still, that's got to get set up. That's not every play.
But like most teams have gone to running back by committee.
Blame the Patriots
for that. For that reason though, it's like because like if you have one dude back there for a 3 down back every drive, like his ass is getting hit and he's getting beat up. And again, to your point, it's like the shelf life of running back is inherently short.
Mm-hmm.
So like, why would we pay one dude $18 million to take all those hits that's just gonna burn out in 3-4 years, as opposed to we bring in 3 dudes, split that $18 million up amongst them, and it's like
because them 3 dudes ain't as good as that one.
But if you only have that one for one season, then you gotta find the next dude, and you still paying the last dude $18 million. I get from a value proposition like why it's like maybe we have limited resources to pay these dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Like to pay like the salary of our team.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe not put all our chips on one guy that one wrong hit is just gonna like take him out and then we're done. Like the quarterbacks are the only ones that really get paid like that because
and the tackles.
The quarterbacks are the only ones that really get paid like that because like they protected the quarterbacks to a degree where quarterbacks really don't take that many hits unless they're running guys, which they try to discourage.
Yeah.
And also, like you see how hard it was for Lamar to get paid.
Yeah.
Because the risk doesn't match the reward.
But I mean, you think about the Eagles last year.
Mm-hmm.
They got a lot of their offense. Yeah, sure, they could air it out, but they had a fantastic running game.
Yeah. But did they have a fantastic running back?
Miles Sanders had a hell of a year.
And he got 4 years, 25
which everybody thought was crazy.
But like my point is though, like it's a running game because you had Jalen Hurts, because you had Miles Sanders, and they had if I'm not mistaken, they had some really good backup running backs too, right?
They had their moments.
So it was the running back. It was the running game in totality, not just Miles Sanders ran for 2,000 yards. Because that's not what the game is anymore. I always equate stuff back to basketball because that's what I know best. But it's kind of like centers in basketball, where like the game has gone away from featuring like a back to the basket center because it as the game has gone on, like we've innovated the passing game, or we've innovated 3-point shooting and guard play and wing play to the point where it's like, okay, we can be much more efficient and we have so much more optionality if we emphasize the passing game, or if we emphasize running in transition, or if we emphasize 3-point shooting. Like like the rules, the entertainment of the sport like has all evolved to the point where it's like you don't have Earl Campbell's anymore. You don't have Barry Sanders. You don't have Emmitt Smith. You don't have these bell cow running backs anymore because, like, hey, we love the passing game, fam. Like, we want to encourage people to pay. We want to encourage the quarterbacks. We want to encourage like air it out. The running shoe is fun. The
read option?
No, it was I forgot what the type of offense it was, but it was like when they basically went to like 5 out.
Oh, West Coast.
Like those offenses, like that was what the NFL was like. Yo, we want that in our game because people like that, and it's TV ratings and it's all this, and it's like, running back, cool. Like I don't want to just watch 3 yards in a cloud of dust every down. Like as an appreciator of running backs, like yeah, you do, but the wider audience wants to see, Hail Marys.
I hear you.
And they want to see 3-pointers. Like it,
and that's the
and
wild
so like
part.
that's what the rules have gone to. And like now because the rules are so slanted in the favor of quarterbacks and airing it out, like now the teams are like, well, yeah, we got to invest in this to maximize like our offensive potential.
Yeah.
And like to your point about like you only need 3 yards, like give it to your running back. It's like, okay, yeah, I can give it to my running back, and if they plug this hole, we're fucked. But if I pass it, like I can go to this dude here, I can go to this dude here, I can go to this dude here, I can, tuck it and run. Like you have so much more optionality. Like, yes, it's only 3 yards, but like when you have Aaron Donald and like all them dudes like right up front, it's like and it may not be that easy just to fall forward and get 3 yards.
I mean, I agree. I'm thinking about the playoff teams though. Pretty much every playoff team had a good running game. Because
you keep saying running game,
I hear
but we
you,
talk
but
about running backs as
you
individuals.
think about the Bengals, they got Joe Mixon. You think about the Dallas Cowboys, that had Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott.
2 backs.
True, but Zeke had a hell of a year too. Still. But
and
you had
Dak Prescott.
Yeah, and like I said, we mentioned the Eagles before, but they had a featured back still. You have,
I mean, everybody has a featured back, but like it's also featured backs with all these other dudes.
Because like Chiefs are one of the teams I feel like that's
completely
proving why they don't want to invest in a running back. Because Mahomes have been with the air it out crowd. Mahomes has been with the air shows. They haven't really had a consistent running back literally since they let Kareem Hunt go. Yeah. Like they really haven't done much as far as the running back goes, yet they've still been highly successful.
Dwayne asked, why not both?
That's my thing. Like those that have gotten there though, those that have won against, again, the Bengals have Joe Mixon. Mixon is a damn good running back.
Okay, but how many of these teams have premier running back? No. How many of these teams have premier running backs on second contracts that got big money?
I'm thinking Run CMC with the Niners now, but before that, they don't turn Debo.
But they have a quarterback on his rookie deal. It's like they haven't had to pay their quarterback yet, which is why they have money to pay a running back.
Packers had Aaron Jones and Rodgers, and though they tried to call it a committee thing, it's Aaron Jones. We know it's Aaron Jones on the Packers, but they're trying to force a committee.
But they made him take a pay cut.
They had Austin Eckler over there with the Chargers, but they're trying to make him take a pay cut and trade him.
Because they have now paid Herbert, so they can't afford to pay a running back.
Like it's
again, it comes back to finite resources and like how easily replaceable running backs are and how short they're short.
I don't think they're easily replaceable though. That's the problem. Like, and they gonna find this shit out. They really will, because the ones that have the teams that are really doing them running back by committee aren't really doing that well. Even if you consider the Patriots.
I wish that I'd done this research before, but I would be interested to see if you look at Madden ratings like over the years, like how many times does like the top 10 completely overturn in like 2-3 years
for running back?
Yeah, versus quarterbacks, which are pretty much static for the most part. Like you have the young guys that will creep up, and like the old guys pretty much plateau out. But like your 90 quarterback is probably a 90 quarterback for at least like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Versus a 90 running back is probably like a 90 running back for like 2 years, maybe 3.
You're right.
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, if you're thinking about the top backs in the league, most of them they're getting up there now, but like they're pretty steady. You got the Jonathan Taylors, but he be hurt. But when he's healthy,
is he on this? Is he on this? Because like it really comes down to that second. It really comes down to that second contract. Because like when they're on their rookie deal, like everybody's like, oh yeah, I'm fine taking a back high and paying them for the rookie year because you're getting his best year.
Right, but they don't want to.
But they don't want to pay that second one because it's like, okay, he gonna be approaching 30.
Right.
And more likely he's taking a bunch of hits, and we don't ran his ass into the ground.
And with the rookie deals, you can get him on 5. If they're in a first round pick, they can get him on 5. Hell, shit. Speaking of that, yeah, they got Bijan Robinson this year, but they didn't devalue running backs to the point where a prior top 5 pick, top 10 running back, who's probably one of the best players in the draft, are now second round picks.
Yeah.
You don't have to guarantee them that 4, maybe 5 years with the rookie deal. You can pay them less, and with a second round pick, you still give them like at least 3 years. And after that, after that first year as a rookie, second year they make their sophomore jump, third year, but okay, we got a bona fide stud. Next year we drafted a new running back, and we ain't got to pay this guy, and that's shitty, bro.
It is shitty, and like you guys know how I am about being pro players, but like my pushback to is the running back position being undervalued? No, running backs themselves are, for sure. But like the position itself, it's like people still understand the importance of the running game, which is your point. Like all these teams that are good in the playoffs, like they have a good passing game and they have a good running game.
Yeah.
Like you got to have both to be a good football team, aside from like unless you have Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
But the point is like we're not investing in individuals anymore because the individual running back himself isn't as important as long as we have somebody good enough in that position.
Yeah.
Or enough guys that are good enough that can give us
and
the production.
And all rookies really come in like if they want it, they all come in hungry.
Because they come in hungry, they come in fresh, they haven't taken as many hits as the guy that's now 27, 28.
Yeah.
You gotta think about all the hits they've taken, not just from the NFL, bro. They whole
Kiwi,
career, bro. High school, middle
that
school,
shit compounds like as you go through
college, and then you turn around and giving them 250 to 300 in a season.
And then why would I then invest in an additional $60 million in that dude?
Yeah, nah, that makes perfect sense.
GP, like,
yeah, it's
again,
sad.
if it was the NBA and it was guaranteed contracts, like that'd be one thing.
Yeah,
like,
then it'd be different.
But
like I enjoy the air it out style of play now. But like us, growing up in the era that we grew up, like we all have a certain like respect for a good running back, because literally like we just did the game. Like we named like tons of running backs that were fucking amazing, that were super dope, or that were very productive. So seeing that we're going away from that type of style of play, like, it makes you feel some type of way. Like, oh, like now we like the old niggas. Like, oh, bring football back. Back in my day, we didn't wear helmets and all that type shit. But I enjoy, like I said, I enjoy the rapid air. Just 500 yards passing, 700 yards passing. Like I enjoy that. It's an enjoyable football, but definitely miss like the mystique of having a premier like dog as a running back. Like I be thinking about like Jerome Bettis, and I think about the game that they played against us. It was a fucking blizzard, bro. This nigga put his snow tires on, my nigga, and ran through our ass. Like in situations like that, like you couldn't pass. Like you had to have a dog. You have to have a dog at running back that can make it happen. So.
I mean, speaking of snow games, I think about the Packers of Ryan Grant. Ryan Grant had one of his best games in the snow. Mm-hmm. Sean Alexander had one of his best games in the snow. Yeah. Like Adrian Peterson didn't give a damn if it was snowing, raining, flooding. He just monstered. You got CJ 2Ks, but you're right. Mm-hmm. It is an old head. Damn, am I calling myself old? Mentality. Because
like,
more traditional.
Like there are always going to be special guys, but like the special guys are special for a reason. Like they're going to be great in any era. It's like, again, going back to basketball, where it's like, centers for the most part are pretty much interchangeable. Like they have different skills, they have different skill sets, different strengths and weaknesses. But for the most part, it's like, center's a center. But you have Jokic and Embiid, where it's like, okay, those dudes are special, and they're going to be the guys that you build around. But like they would have been special in any era. Yeah. Like you're not going to have like Todd McCulloughs in NBA anymore that are getting paid, crazy amounts of money. But I do want to catch up on the comments because we have Camille and Dwayne both in here making some really good points. So Camille said, Dwayne said Dallas made that situation weird, talking about Zeke and Pollard. And then he said, RBs are not going to get paid no time soon thanks to the West Coast system.
Love it.
Camille said, we've seen fullbacks value decline with the passing game taking off. Running backs are next. Not to say you can win without them, they're just devalued. Teams will continue drafting guys and getting rid of them after their first deal. That's what makes me sad. This is Dwayne, sorry. That's what makes me sad. It's like 3 teams that actively use a fullback in the league. Camille then responded, and these high draft picks are normally bell cows at the college level. Lots of miles on their bodies already. So that's stuff that we've highlighted throughout the course of our conversation. But like, it sucks for the individual, and I understand why like Saquon, Josh Jacobs, Tony Pollard would be upset, and I'd be upset too. Especially like using the franchise tag to tamp down like what their earnings are. Like to my point is always like, one, I hate the franchise tag, but it's like, okay, it's fine if you don't want to pay me as the team that I'm on. Cool. Let me get to the market and see if somebody else is willing to pay me.
It typically is.
But so like I do agree with that. Like I think there is a level of collusion to keep every running back's salary low. But like it's like let them get to the market and let the market dictate what they're actually worth.
Exactly.
Because like the franchise tag creates an artificial cap. But franchise deadline means that the NFL season is right around the corner. To that point, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teams open training camp today.
And
And
wormholes, find out what's going on around here.
This wormhole.
I love like the NFL news. Like once the NFL news cycle start hitting, it's usually baseball done picked up because it's closer to the playoffs. NFL news cycle starts getting integrated in there. I've been watching more tennis lately.
Yeah, Wimbledon was cracking, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like,
Wimbledon was cracking, bro.
I was watching. I forgot what was right before Wimbledon, but I was watching Coco Jones get smoked by Madison.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
Coco Jones. I said Coco. Damn.
I was like,
this ain't Fresh
I
Prince.
was like, is she the
Coco
singer?
Ball.
the singing?
Coco Ball. I watched her lose. I forgot what her first name is, but Madison. But I was texting the wife, and she was watching men's golf. And I was like, I mean, not golf, tennis. You got to live the celebrities doing the golf tournaments and stuff like that. Like, you have
holding one.
Steph out here wilding, bro.
What can that man not do?
Exactly.
Goddamn, you can't be talented in everything.
He had a look away putt.
I seen that. I was like, fam out here.
What is this, bro?
You can't keep getting away with this.
Right. But like once football starts kicking in, because you have preseason brings a lot. It brings sometimes it brings some trades, but other times it brings hey, here's what my team is about to do, because I ain't seen nothing from them since February. I've been waiting. These rookies is coming out, because usually the rookies is the ones that kick off from training camp. Yeah. So the first opening days for the teams are on training camp. The rookies are first, and then the veterans come after that. So it's kind of cool to see, like, if you ain't really into the following them throughout the summer and the off-season programs and stuff like that, once training camp starts, you get full coverage of your teams now. Like, you really see what these rookies doing, or what these vets coming, if they healthy or not, how they meshing, things like that. Like for the Packers, we have the Jordan Love side.
I will say, like, the NFL does a really good job. The NFL does a really good job of promoting themselves in general, but like really making training camps like an event, where it's just practice. Practice. Like, shit don't matter. Like, yeah, you the beat reporters are there, and they tell you like every drill, like, this dude look good in this drill, this dude look good in this drill, this dude dropped like 5 different passes. Like, you'll get like text alerts, bro, for training camp practices, and
defense
like,
is getting smoked.
It's an event for real, and it is because like people are so starved for football in the off season. It's like when shit gets started, like, oh yeah, how's our backup punter looking? How's our like, what are the training camp positional battles? Like, who's gonna win out? As the top runner. I mean, I guess that's a bad example. Who's gonna win out? As who's the nickel corner now, or
or did so and so who tore his ACL the season before, how he's looking now? Because now that he's back, or is it Burrow went out on calf strain last year? Lamar sat out. Like, how's he back now? How's he look? How's he meshing with his new receiving core?
Or this dude that's holding out, like, his replacement is looking really good. Is he gonna come back because he's afraid of getting his spot took? Like, there's a whole lot of drama and intrigue. That's why Hard Knocks is such riveting television, because like there are so many stories. There's so many dudes trying to make teams. So many guys trying to keep their spot. So many guys trying to make a name for themselves. To that end, the Jets. It's kind of weird. So the Jets are the last team to start training camp, and they don't start until the 29th, which
is wild.
But their first game is on August 3rd in the Hall of Fame game against the Browns.
That's crazy.
That's wild. And the Browns I think the Browns gonna make a nice team this year. Like, I think the Browns gonna make noise this year. But yeah, I feel like this got something to do with the diva over there that they just traded from us, which I ain't got no issue with it, because the motherfucker don't want to do shit in the off season anyways. But anyways, for y'all to be on Hard Knocks and then be the very last team a couple days before the preseason game, that's wild.
That is.
Like,
that's very wild.
I've been watching Hard Knocks for the last couple years. And it seems like there's usually like a lot of lead up to that first game. So for it to be like 4 days, it's like, we don't want any. Y'all not getting no footage out of us. Like,
first couple episodes will be fire, bro.
It's gonna be hello training camp introductions, game cuts, first episode. Like,
that's gonna be a hell of a first episode, truly. Because especially with you starting that, because usually they try to figure out, like you said, the positional battles, the starters, the backups, and things like that. And usually, first game of the preseason, you usually have more of your backups playing more than anything, because you kind of got an idea who's starting anyways. But after that, then it's like, okay, game two, you get more of your starters. Game 3, you get a lot of them, and they only got 3 this year. It was because the new agreement that they had. So cutting out that 4th game really sped up the process of trying to weed out who you do and do not want on your team. So for them to be on Hard Knocks with all these Packers now, they have to sign a whole bunch of them because he ain't want no Packers, but he wouldn't mind them.
Camille sent a little bit of context. So Adam Schefter put it all out there this morning, saying that the Jets, quote, fought it all along in reference to Hard Knocks. They met with NFL Films and told them clear as day, we don't want to do this, and Hard Knocks will not be the same because they are not going to be given the same amount of access. The Jets don't believe it is humane to show players being released. So
y'all ain't say that shit last year. Y'all ain't speak up when cats was getting released on TV. Y'all ain't speak up when cats was getting traded on TV. I don't want to hear it, bro. Just because it's you now, nobody. Don't be sour.
I mean,
don't be
y'all
sour.
shouldn't have been in a position to be on Hard Knocks in the first place then if you felt so strongly about it.
I don't disagree with him personally, but
so what? They could do everything else except seeing people get cut.
You might not see the cuts and stuff. Which again, the cuts ain't
I mean,
the big
they
deal.
probably don't want people in their meeting rooms. They probably don't want the cameras around. Like to the point, like that's why they're breaking camp
at the last second,
4 days before, 4 or 5 days before their first game. Like they're trying to do the bare minimum. Camille wanted me to play the clip. My bad. So let me get back to it. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I just realized.
You on mute?
No,
so yo, it's in the AirPod.
Yeah. Wasn't nobody gonna tell me?
We know what
right.
Well, again, the Jets fought it all along. They met with NFL Films and told them clear as day, we don't want to do this. And while you're all talking about the last time the Jets did it with Rex Ryan and Mike Tannenbaum, they were along for the ride. This group is not along for the ride. And Hard Knocks will not be the same because they're not going to be given the same access. The Jets don't believe it's humane to show players being released. So it would surprise me if we see them this summer. This is a partnership. This is a relationship. And the Jets are not interested in being partners with NFL Films, no matter what they say. So they're going to go in there because it is, as Aaron Rodgers says, being forced down their throats. But the Jets are not going to provide the level of cooperation that the Lions provided last year or that other teams have provided in other years. And essentially, in the end, because the Jets were unwilling to go along with it and because the Commanders don't have the new owner approved yet and the league couldn't go there, the league wanted to go to the Jets. The Jets didn't want it. That's why they waited until last week because there was no other option. And the league said, essentially, the Jets, you're doing it. And that's the way it's going to go down.
This will be the highest rated Hard Knocks in the history of the
Yeah, which is least access. With the least access. Well, again.
It's gonna be. Hey, people go watch.
They will.
It's a spectacle.
Especially with the Rodgers thing that happened. Also, like they want to see him on the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
So his goofy ass went to a team that was ruled for Hard Knocks. Like I don't know what to tell you, fam.
I've never done nothing like this. What is this? Yo, goof ass went to a team that lost a lot, bro. It is what it is. I'm gonna watch though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, because I'm used to watching anyway. Are they doing the Don't they normally do a mid-season one too?
Mm-hmm.
Announce the team for that yet?
I think they usually don't do that until after
okay.
the season starts.
Some lucky loser.
So lucky loser.
It was the Cardinals last year.
Yeah.
All right. Packers and Bears get started on the 21st and 22nd, respectively.
What's that? Friday, Saturday?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? 18?
Mm-hmm.
Give me the line.
Friday, Saturday.
Yep. So
Go Bears.
Damn, you took my weekend, bro. Like, why couldn't we start on Monday like everybody else? I gotta work on the weekend.
they're working on the weekend too. They just got a couple extra days. But anything else on football, you guys?
No, I'm excited, man. I'm glad football season is back. That's my as Eric is the NBA. I love the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why my bread is buttered.
But your buns are buttered.
I ain't say all that. You gotta relax, sir. We ain't talking about no cheeks.
Shout out to Sabrina Ionescu. She set the all-time record for NBA or WNBA with a score of 37 points in the final round of the three-point contest to be crowned the new three-point champion. She scored 37 out of a possible 40 points by hitting 25 out of a possible 27 shots.
Did y'all see it?
Shooting. I saw the highlights.
I saw the clip.
Yeah.
I saw the clip.
See, look at you. Look at you.
Cheeks.
She said she sunk an NBA record. She sunk the NBA record of 31 set by Steph Curry in 2021 and Tyrese Halliburton in 2023. Besides that, she also smashed the WNBA record of 30 set by Allie Quigley in 2022. I did see Steph said that that inspired him, so he has to go back and get his record back. But Camille asked, is this the most impressive outing you've seen during an All-Star Weekend competition? For my money, I still gotta go with Vince Carter in the 2000 dunk contest.
That's very memorable.
Like, he hit all his dunks on the first round, on the first go. Like, he had all the hype coming in, so like it was very easy to be disappointed because everybody had built it up in their minds. Like, oh man, what can Vince do in the dunk
half
contest?
man, half amazing.
Right, like all the dunks that he was doing in game were like, oh, he about to do some shit. So like you could easily see where it's like, oh, it was cold, but it wasn't cold. Like, no, he came out and just like demolished everybody, like broke our brains with dunks we never seen before. But shit, 25 out of 27 shots is
that's
very
crazy,
yeah,
bro.
like that's shooting.
That's crazy.
That's very
like impressive. She missed that first one to just start cooking. I was like, God, yay. Couple of them kind of stand. I feel like as far as just
individual performance,
as far as that aspect, I do feel like hers was probably the most impressive due to that. Steph's 2021 performance was fire too, though, in the 3-point contest because he had to come back and beat Mike Conley twice because he was down twice and had to come from behind, and that's when he put up 31. Because I think Conley had like 27, but was that the year was that the last shot?
I can tell you.
Yeah, but it was that one. I do remember Russ All-Star game performance when he had like 40 points or 40-41 or some shit like that. Like Russ was kind of wilding.
What year they went to the championship?
I can't remember if it was a championship right now. But he came off the bench. That year he won to start, but he came off the bench and he was wilding. Individually, shit. Yeah. Do people count Karl Anthony Towns winning because it was a center? The 3-point contest.
Oh, no.
I don't remember him winning it. So
really?
I'm gonna go. He won a skills competition. I don't remember him winning a 3-point contest.
I was saying, did he win a 3-point?
Yeah, he won a 3-point contest.
Yeah.
I think it was it last year?
Shit, it might have been. I don't remember.
2022.
Damn. And
he had 29.
Oh, well, shit.
I remember Cat was cooking.
I guess it wasn't that impressive, even if he won, because nobody besides you remember.
Because I'm thinking like 3-point contest is my favorite contest. That All-Star. Chris Capuano used to light shit up.
The pitcher?
Jason Capono. I'm tripping. I said Chris Capuano.
Hey, Dooch.
Leave it alone. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Jason Capono. No, yeah, I would say Sabrina though, because again, she missed that first one.
Yeah,
she
but
just
she
wouldn't miss, bro.
Yeah.
I think she missed one like on the second to last rack, and then that shit was crazy.
Yeah, it was very impressive.
So like I'm not as well versed in WNBA. Like I'm trying to get into it a little bit more. I love the Aces. Like Aces are
they're Chico.
Fucking amazing.
They're All-Star team, bro.
Literally,
like for real.
Half of Asia's damn All-Star team was Ace players.
Exactly.
But like I'm not as well versed into like the politics of WNBA stuff. I'm words English, Eric. But like apparently Sabrina is like one of the more polarizing players. People feel like she's kind of getting that Roman Reigns push.
Really?
Oh, okay.
So she got the 2K cover.
I mean, she was coming into the W when she got coming out of college. She was still talked about as a generational talent.
Right, but like her WNBA production isn't necessarily on par with the perception and like the amount of publicity that she gets. So she got the 2K cover. She got a Nike Sig. Like she's getting the push, but it's like, okay, but Asia is the best player in the league. Brianna Stewart's the best player on her team. Like,
no, that's fine.
She's an all-star, but she's not.
She's not
the face of the WNBA.
She's finally starting getting talent around her too, though. Like for a while, she was just carrying by herself.
But again, the point is like they brought in better talent. Like they brought in 2 MVPs over the offseason. Like that'd be like
that's why. Hey, yeah, I know you called, but we're gonna bring in 2 MVPs.
Right?
Like wow.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. Ja, and like they trying to push Ja as like the face of the NBA, and then the Grizzlies bring in Giannis and Jokic, and it's like
for what?
Yeah, you face, but like, dude, you're not even the best player on your team, and like it's way nicer players out here that aren't getting like a fraction of the love and publicity that you get. So it's just some of the stuff that like now dipping my toe in the W Twitter, like I'm starting to learn. So like when she got the 2K cover, like there was some
uproar.
Yeah.
Some little kerfuffle.
Yeah. It's Twitter, so you can imagine what the.
Oh yeah, I know it's filthy.
They was probably walling.
Filthy.
They was probably walling.
But I mean, like shit. Look at the Jokic Embiid conversation from this spring. Like, certain stuff gets put into it that is unfair. But also you understand where it comes from. So there is that. So we have a couple of not news-based questions, but more so like just I'm trying to understand like where we are as people and as sports people that consume sports. So one, Camille shared a meme of people talking about the moment that they realized that they were never going pro. So like people were giving examples of like I played Kevin Durant in high school and he dropped like 50 on us and like he dunked on my team. I think I said that was Joe Hayden that shared that one. Did you guys play any pro athletes or any dudes that play like D1 or something where you're like, I'm not as good as him and I'm never gonna be as good as him? Do you have any examples of that?
I was younger. It wasn't long, but I played AAU ball for like 2-3 years. Played for DW Wildcats. My cousin ended up playing for him later. But there was a tournament once that OJ Mayo was part of, and my man was disgusting. Like disgusting. Can't remember the total at half. I felt like he had like 26, almost 30 at like halftime, whatever. But no, like I said, I didn't play AAU long. It was one of those squads though. They had a nice team. Like a couple guys went on to play for like Madison and things like that, and stuff like that. But no, the AAU circuit will always see. You always see, like, you have dudes on your team. You be like, no, bro is the best player I've seen. And then you get on the AAU circuit, you be like, oh no, that nigga was trash. Right? He ain't nothing compared to bro. Like, come on, what is the word?
So I do just want to I get the wording. So like Shakes_SC on Twitter as y'all N-words that played sports ever competed against somebody so good it made you realize that you wasn't going anywhere with it. So then some examples were, in one summer I played a few current NBA players. Dennis Smith Jr. had 30 on me in the half. Markelle Fultz had 25 on me in the half. Lou Dort had 35 on me the whole game. I started selling weed after the summer association. I played against Brandon Knight's high school on a USA tour with other top-level Aussie players. He dropped 60 on us.
Jesus.
All I'm going to say is I ain't had no business guarding Shump in them Georgia Tech runs. Come on, Shumpert. Kawhi Leonard and Tony Snell back when they played for King in Riverside, California. They put up 65 on us in the first quarter. Now I'm a substitute teacher for a middle school. Joe Hayden from former Steeler and Brown high school played KD Trey 5 in summer league basketball. He probably doesn't remember. Gave us 50 and dunked on my best friend. I chose football. Derrick Rose ran past me so fast, I went home and started applying for academic scholarships. Caleb Martin dunked in an AAU game when we were in 8th, 9th grade, and I started learning how to build computers. Darius Garland's AAU team beat my AAU team by 67. I knew it was over. Chris Paul, Kendrick Perkins, Jeremy Ingram, Terrell Marshall, and Anthony Morrow. Thanks to them, I'm about to hit my 20th year in the Navy. So, yeah.
That's funny.
For me, I was in like 7th, 8th grade, and DeAndre Levy was like a foot taller than me. He was dunking. I'm like, wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
It's not going to happen for you, bro. You're going to be a GM.
There's a couple cats that got a DeAndre Levy story that I know. On the football field and basketball. And some of these cats is just disgusting, bro. There was I don't know if he ever made the league or not, but Juno had a pitcher. Was it my senior year? Mm-hmm. No, it was my junior year. Juno had a pitcher named Isaac Bonds. And he was the first dude that I seen live throwing 99, 100 miles an hour pitches.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Like,
it's crazy.
There was a couple
see
scouts there. Mm-hmm. Like, just for him. And my cousin used to talk shit about it. He was like, you in the city conference. Ain't nobody that cold. I was like, no, dude that was literally the first time I seen it like live. Like, you go to batting cages, you turn the speed up, shit like that. But seeing it live, bro, I made contact. That bitch didn't go nowhere. It didn't go, hands hurting. I was like, God damn. I said, I don't even know if he made the league or not. Like, I don't know if he went minors or whatever, but dude was that shit was wild. I was like, okay, that's what you gonna see?
Yeah, it's right for me, boss. Mine is more like funny. She actually played D1 college basketball. She went to Syracuse. Brittany Smith. She dunked on me, nigga. We hooping, nigga. I wasn't expecting it, bro. I got set up. But
how you get set up?
I didn't know she. These niggas threw a lob and I got dunked on.
Wait,
bro. Yeah, bro.
She caught the lob on you?
She caught a lob on me, bro. D1.
She hit you with one of these?
Yeah, bro. I faked the injury, my nigga. My Achilles. Shit. Yeah, bro. But yeah, I knew it wasn't for me, bro. Yeah, bro. Freshman year, dog. Got dunked on.
Oh, they probably talking about you all year.
Dog, you already know.
Oh, they don't let up, dog.
I was like, man, fuck you.
Don't come back out here hooping. We're going to get Brittany on you.
Hey, bro. I had these jokes, though, so I was good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Brittany went to my.
I became a comedian after that.
All right. Put down the ball, pick up these jokes.
And then the second one is actually something I saw on the Jeff T's podcast. I think it's called Club 532, 502, something like that.
Teague is a trip.
Dog, he is funny as hell. Like, I only listen to the episodes like with NBA players because like the other time it's just niggas on a podcast. But his NBA story, like, it's funny watching. Like, Jeff Teague was cold. Like, Jeff Teague is probably a story for somebody else. Like, I realized I wasn't going to league when Jeff Teague dropped like 60 on me or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, Jeff Teague.
He was one of my favorite players.
One-time All-Star. Pretty sure he made like $100 million in his career. And he talked like a dude that was just like out there just hooping. Because he understands, like, he very clearly understands like where he was like in the NBA hierarchy. And it's like, yeah, I wasn't like Kobe and LeBron. Like, no, them niggas go. Like,
I wish he was
told a story. I gotta find it, but he told a story about him and T-Mac having beef when T-Mac was on the Hawks.
Huh?
That shit was funny.
And he sounds like this dude like ribbing people.
Oh,
shit, I seen the one that he was talking about. He was talking shit to LeBron.
Yeah,
because Kyrie had.
He was like, Kyrie. Kyrie got hurt, so he gave double like 30, and he started feeling himself, and he's like,
cooking his ass.
And then LeBron was like, "Yeah, but can you score on me, nigga?" And he was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah." He outscored me by like 20, like for the rest of the series. He said, Steph Like he played his hardest defense in his life, and Steph gave him 44. And was like shimmying on him. And he told him to stop that whole ass shit.
Hey, go get the gun.
That's got. I'm telling you. So as a dude that really prided, like I love the defensive aspect of all sports. So for me, playing defense, being able to shut somebody down, to be able to stop somebody or shit like that, like I love that aspect of sports. So for you to be playing your damnness and trying on defense, because honestly, a lot of defenses is just trying, my guy.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers don't even try. Oh, he got it. He gone. All right, let me get that. No. He gone. No, I'm here with you. I might jump on your back or some shit, but I'm here with you. Fuck that. Take these hard fouls. That to have playing your hardest defense and motherfuckers out here smiling and shimmying on your shit, dog.
You just gotta take that L, bro.
Damn.
Can't win them all.
All right, so I'll play a T-Mac clip, but just go search Jeff Teague on Twitter. Like they'll all come up.
You talk about the Jimmy Butler.
That one was hilarious too.
He cold, but he don't like me. I don't like him either. Oh wait. How did this start? I don't even know how we got here, but I love it. I don't know how we got here either. But this is really about him. But I'll tell it. I was in my third year. I was starting point guard. He came to our team.
Talk about T-Mac.
And he was really pissed that I was starting. So I pulled up to practice. He pulled up in a Maybach. Yeah, he pulled up in a Maybach. I'm like, I'm a fan. I'm like, damn, that's T-Mac in a Maybach with some big ass Gucci clothes on. I'm like, damn, what up? He was like, what's up? They start calling the star around of the groups. Nigga look like, this nigga? I'm like, yeah. He like, man, this nigga trash. Like, heart drop, like, oh, he got me fucked up. So now it was fuck T-Mac. I just started talking shit to him the rest of the year. Like, nigga, you ain't never been LeBron. Kobe ain't respect you. He was like, nigga, who the fuck are you? I just kept talking shit about other niggas. Like, Kobe, man, he said you ain't work hard enough. Nigga, you average 8 motherfucking points. Every day. Then that nigga stole me in my chest one day. I wanted to fight that nigga so bad. That nigga Barbara Williams was like, man, he'll beat the shit out you. I said, I'm gonna have niggas jump that nigga. Wait till we get to Indiana.
You from the West Side?
Yeah, the whole West Side on that nigga ass.
I did not know you were T-Mac.
Nah, but T-Mac, he was cold. He ain't fucking. He cold.
That's funny as hell.
All right, so now the Camille just sent a clip, so we just gonna run through them.
I can tell you, I remember we played Steph in China, right? Wait, what? We went to China. We played KD, Steph, them niggas.
Oh, that year.
Man, I swear to God, I played the best defense, the hardest defense I ever played in my life. Wow. Nigga, I was trying to get embarrassed. It's 100,000 people in the stands in China.
No, China, that shit, bro.
Gotta see. Respect. So I'm like, fuck that. He ain't about to kill me. But I swear to God, I played. So I never played this hard. Stevens after the game came in, that's the best defense I ever played. Steph Curry had 44. Yeah, every shot, bro. Stupid ass. Every shot, bro. Every shot, I contested every one, bro. At one point, he started doing that shit because we in China. I got so mad. I said, hey, man, stop that whole ass shit. He was like, I want to fight. But me and Steph knew each other. We was all Americans in college together. We was right roommates and shit. Yeah, that's my man. So he like, nah, T, you got, you gotta be more personable so people can like you and shit. Like when you make a shot, like look at your hand, do some shit. I'm like, man, fuck that shit. You making every shot. Nigga, I only made 4. Talking about we was roommates and shit. Nigga, don't give a fuck. Christmas. Nigga, he gave me 44 after the game. So after the game, I'm like, fuck. I'm looking at everybody. Wig like, cool, bro. You was playing hard. That's what I was like. I ain't playing defense no more. Because he's still getting 44 and I'm trying. Fuck this. I'm just going.
Like, what's the point?
That's funny. The most point.
That's funny.
But everybody ain't Steph, bro.
All right, so that's it.
So the rest of the years is trash. We end up being a top 3 seed. Jimmy tears meniscus. And
that's YouTube gonna grab us for that. So get the music in the background. But basically, he was like, he almost lost the game for him because at the beginning of the game, he's like, oh, I want to guard Gary Harris because he's like, I know Jokic and Murray, they're going to run a bunch of pick and roll, and I'm not trying to deal with that shit. So he's like, Gary Harris started the game off just like running fast as hell. He's like, he was getting off. So then he's like, nah, let me get Will Barton because he's just going to do ISO and I can guard ISO. And he said, Will Barton started getting off.
Damn.
So then they put him on on Murray, and then Murray cooked his ass. He was like, and then at the end of the game, like Jimmy went Jimmy mode, so he he got us back in the game. And then he gave me the ball. I'm like, no, like I passed it back to him. I'm like, no, I think go that way. Like I'm not trying. He's like, Minnesota already hate me. I'm not trying to fuck this up. And then he's like, he wound up taking a floater that he did not expect to go in, and he went. He was like, thank God. Like Jeff T just funny as motherfucker.
I wonder if you have one about the Atlanta series when Trae Young started cooking with that.
Well, you already know. Like he was talking about like he thought that
we wasn't gonna win.
We wasn't gonna win. Like he was on the team. Like KD was just going crazy. Like if Kyrie ain't got hurt, they probably would have lost. Which I don't disagree with. But anyway, he asked Gary. Yeah. He was like, after they got beat by like 50 in game 2, he's like, he went and packed his truck up because he thought
him and Brent Forbes, bro. Him and Brent Forbes, like we ain't got it. Ready to go.
I ain't they went wrong. That's why he said he got a on the group project. Anyway, the question that he asked Gary Harris was, would you rather have a max contract or win a championship?
Yeah.
And like now it's starting to gain a little bit of momentum. Like I saw Jason Tatum got asked and some other people on like a red carpet.
It depends on my role on the championship team. To be fair, because
just answer the question: would you rather have a max or would you rather have a championship?
Well, I mean, that's what matters to me, though. Like, motherfuckers, 6 fucking rookies get a championship their rookie year. You ain't did shit. I got a chip, but I ain't never gonna get that money.
Mm-hmm. No,
I just got my second round pick deal.
So that's the point. Like,
max
if you're an NBA player, would you be shooting for? I want to win a championship above all else, or would you want to be like, hey, if I get this max and I don't get a championship, it's a good career.
Right. Yeah, max me.
I've always been a team player, so I would
fuck that nigga. Max, fuck a team. Max me.
Chip. I've always been a team player, bro. Like hey, look, surround me with cats that want to win just like I do, and we're gonna get this.
But what if you just want the niggas on the bench? You just caught a ring. Do it mean
that's
something?
Why I said it matters.
If you don't,
my role matters.
If you don't do nothing to get it, like
if I'm part of the regular rotation, the starting 5 or whatever, or the starter on the team, I'm cool with the chip.
If you Sam Merrill on the Bucks that year they won the title,
I need the contract.
But for me to get this max, that means I did all my hard work paid off.
Right, that's what I'm looking at. But
that's why I said
that's not the context. Is you either get this money or this chip. You can either be broke and get this chip.
Let me reframe it.
This max me.
Right. So I saw a different meme, which is basically the same question. Would you rather have James Harden's career, $300 million made, MVP, perennial All-Star, All-NBA, all that, no title?
Hoes? Yeah.
Or would you rather be Robert Horry, 7 chips, $53 million career earnings?
Nah.
Yeah, I'll be Robert.
No, I'm straight.
He made 53.
I'm straight on that. Max me immediately. Yes, me. Max me.
I'll be Robert.
No, max me,
Kelly?
bro.
No.
Exactly. I'm killing, bro. Max me. I'm
send
cool.
me on the bench.
Oh, what? I'm good.
Best of both worlds.
I swear, I'm good. It's all right.
Hey,
everybody can't win them. Everybody can't be a champion. I'm fine with that. But my bank account is a champion.
So like the walls, you didn't be like the walls, the bills,
Yeah, I'm cool with that. And I can still be an all-star. I can still be one of the greatest players to ever play. I just ain't win a championship. I'm fine with that. And I got paid. Max me.
Yeah.
Just think about Chris Paul. Still one of the greatest players ever, bro.
He's still trying too, though.
Charles
Barkley. One of the greatest, bro. Just ain't get one. That don't take nothing from his career. Him not winning the chip.
I want to say one thing. Shout out to Camille, because this shit is not easy. We gotta catch up on these comments.
I forgot motherfuckers on
Camille said Jeff Teague is perfect for this because he was good but not a superstar. Titanium World said perfect comedic timing. I'm assuming he's talking about Jeff Teague.
Oh, me. Thank you.
Camille asked the question before I got a chance to. Would you rather be Robert Horry or James Harden? Camille said to max me too. Titanium World said Horry.
Right, bro.
No, max me.
Camille said if you're smart though, you can parlay those championships into more deals. I'm cool with being Barkley or Nash. I don't want to be Stockton though because he,
Shit.
Yeah, no, like I said, max me. Like,
max
I'll
me.
buy a championship ring off of eBay.
Exactly.
Right?
I'm straight, bro. Max me, bro. I put in the work. My hard work is paying off, and I'm seeing the fruit of it.
So you cool with being Tobias Harris?
Yeah, I'll be fine with that. He damn near with third option, bro. Fourth
maxed
option.
him out, bro.
Like, would you rather be Jordan Ward or Tobias Harris?
And you just got a ring but no money. No, bro. Max.
I mean, I'll be.
All right.
Would you be Tobias or Bobby Portis?
I'll be Bobby. Bobby still got some money.
Like
that's where the Robert Horry goes into play.
Maybe half of
he
what.
he was a
Tobias
contribution.
Yeah.
He was a rotational player. You know, he had some shots. He had some moments, and he still got money.
It's crazy that Robert Horry got that many championships though. And
he contributed to all of them.
To all of them.
Tony World said, if you're Ori, every time people see you in the street, they celebrate you.
I don't worry about all that. They gonna celebrate my money.
Like, I was gonna say that saying a little bit about me because like that would actually be a demerit. I don't want people talking to me.
Leave me alone.
Like, if I'm worth $50 million,
I
I want to be anonymous.
I don't care about that, B. I can still be
you
an
know,
all-star.
You walk down the street, nod to me like, yeah, okay.
What up?
I got the keys to the
That's
city.
big money. Look at big money. Yeah, that's me.
Give me the key to the city. Tell me you love me.
Tell me you love me.
Tony World said he's the MF Doom of hoopers.
That's funny.
Yeah.
How
many? Wait, how many you got?
7.
That's crazy.
That's the thing. Like, is there like a depreciation of them?
That's
Like when you got 7, is it like
7 rings though,
7.
bro? I don't even need that many, bro.
Contributed to all of them, bro.
a 3-peat?
I don't even need that many, bro. Max me, please. Where the rings at, bro?
Remember Kobe was sitting
Where
on
the
the
rings at? In his house, bro. The rings just sitting there, bro.
Put up 2 more fingers and give you the look.
That's a lot of rings, bro. That's a lot of rings.
But again, like Ori, yes, he contributed, but he wasn't like the driving force behind them.
I said it depends on my role. Like if I'm contributing, if I'm a role player, I don't gotta be the starter, but as long as I'm in that motherfucker and you can remember the shit that I did, and I still got my millions, hell yeah, I take the chips.
You can get a ring. They be like, "What did you do?" I sat on the bed. I was a cheerleader. I got paid to be your cheerleader this year. We got a ring.
I got carried.
I don't need that, bro. Max me.
Like I wonder
expeditiously
what Jordan Poole appreciates more, like that ring he got with the Warriors or that 150 million.
This bag. That's what he gonna appreciate. What came with that ring? Getting punched in the face. Damn a ring, motherfucker. Max me.
What's the I thought the NBA winners got
extra little.
Yeah, I thought they got like a million
stipend
a piece or some shit like that for winning the chip.
That ain't nothing. That ain't gonna be no max money.
Shit, that's better than a rookie contract. Yeah. Second round pick.
So you still be cool with Sam Merrill because you got $1 million?
I'm not Sam goddamn Merrill.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I get it. Like, it's about the team and it's all this other stuff. But at the same time, it's like that's your job. Like,
exactly.
And you have a very finite window in which you can do your job and get paid that amount of money. It's like I maximize my earning potential.
Thank you.
It's like it doesn't diminish anything away from like me being a team player or my will to win. It's like
none of that.
I'm gonna try my ass off with this $100 million contract.
Exactly.
If we get there, great. If we don't, I still got this $100 million to fall back on. It's like we can try it again next year. And if I gave it my all and my all wasn't good enough,
that's all that matters. Exactly. That's all that matters.
We should try.
Show me the money.
Speaking of show me the money, DeAndre Hopkins got paid. Signed a 2-year, $26 million contract with the Tennessee Titans. He instantly becomes the most veteran receiver in the Titans' inexperienced wideout room.
That was crazy.
Hopkins will slot into the role as an outside receiver opposite second-year wideout Treylon Burks. Titans wide receiver group had a total of 2 100-yard receiving games last season. Hopkins matched that total despite missing the first 6 games of the season, serving as a suspension for violation of the league's performance-enhancing drug policy. He finished the season with 64 receptions and 717 yards with 3 touchdowns in 9 games. Excuse me. How do you think Hopkins will help the Titans' offense? Does his signing change how you feel about the Titans' upcoming season?
No, it does not change anything I feel about the Titans' upcoming season. I think them boys are still going to be Mark our boo-boo.
Their defense is still pretty good.
They got some players.
Yeah, their defense is solid.
Tennessee ain't really gonna do shit. They're not gonna be better than shit. They might not be, but they might be last in the damn division. I know Houston is over there, but they might be fighting with Houston
for the last place.
Because the Colts and the Jaguars, I feel like are gonna be better.
Okay.
They still
Yeah, I
got
give you that.
Tannehill?
Yes.
Hey, who the quarterback?
Tannehill's still good?
Yes. No.
Okay.
Tannehill's big man. Big man.
He like what?
Old enough.
He like Cousins, right?
Hell no. Cousins way better than
Think Cousins
Tannehill.
way better.
Hate to say it, but Cousins is way better. Cousins at least go get you the yards and the touchdowns. He ain't gonna make you win no
But
games.
look at the stats though. Who did he have to throw to, bro? So how can we really say he trash if he had nobody to throw to? Now he has a premier running wide receiver to throw to. His stats definitely gonna go up, and that's go equal winning. Like Hop immediately can give you 1,000 yards receiving in double digit touchdowns easily.
If he stays healthy.
Why wouldn't he?
I mean, coming off a season with 17 and 3 touchdowns.
Exactly.
I don't know if you can say like he easily go
Well,
get
not
you
gonna say
1,000.
easily.
But he missed 6-7
games. Though.
He would have had 1,000.
He would have had 1,000 if he would have played the full season.
And that's when Marquise
9
Brown.
games.
He came back when Marquise Brown got hurt. Because Marquise Brown was eating the motherfucking yards and catches.
Yeah.
He was eating that shit up.
I can't say they're gonna be trash. And I can't say like
Nah,
how can you say getting D-Hop like doesn't automatically improve?
I didn't say it didn't improve their receiving core.
You said they're gonna be garbage.
Just because you was bad and got a little bit better than me, you still ain't bad. You just got a little bit better. You ain't the worst. You just still bad.
I don't see them being. I can't say they're being trash because their defense is solid and their offense got tremendously better.
Tremendously better.
It did. Look, they had 2 games with 100 receiving yards. Like, come on now, out of the entire season, like their offense got
17
a lot
games.
better. Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
They'll have more 100-yard games.
I said D-Hop going there is going to equal more wins for them because it's going to equal more yards and it's going to equal Tannehill actually having
they're going
somebody
to have to
pass
depend
to.
on that running back.
See, we ain't gonna go back there. We're not even gonna
It sounds like King Henry going to have to carry the load.
We're not even gonna go back there, but yes, you are right.
So Netflix quarterback show premiered last week. Any you guys watch it?
I've been meaning to, but I haven't.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually start it tonight.
Yeah, I know damn well I ain't watched this shit. During the introduction, Peyton Manning said that the quarterback position is the hardest position in all of sports to play. Do you agree?
I do.
Well,
I'll say all the sports though.
Any sport, any position. Let's limit it to team sports because obviously
I'll still say yes.
Different.
I'll say yeah because again, thinking about it, quarterback has to know every single role for every single play.
Mm-hmm.
There's not one position that the quarterback does not need to know what they do, how they will react for every play. You got, I think, 10 seconds from when they call down the play. So any audibles, any line adjustments, any disguises to the defense, you have to know all. If you actually sit there and do the film, so that's why they was on Kyler Murray's ass. You playing Fortnite, you supposed to be watching film. Because of the fact that you really need to know the nuances. So you need to know when somebody's antsy or not. So that way you can go ahead and do the fake hike. Aaron Rodgers was a master at that. You got to know when the motherfucking linebacker is shifting his weight or some shit like that, or the safeties is playing out of position because they're supposed to be in the cover 3, but you see him in the cover 2, and motherfucker done left his assignment. You got to know if it's a cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, cover 6. You got to know if it's man-to-man or not. That's on the defensive side. Offensive side, you got to know every single one of your linemen's blocking assignments. You got to know every single wide receiver's route. You got to know all the hot routes if you can call the hot routes. You got to know the running backs. Which hole they supposed to hit or not. But the center to quarterback transition is not easy. People make it look easy. That shit is not easy. Then you have to perfect the handoff. You have to perfect the play action, hiding the ball away. You have to perfect the throws because your window can go from this to this in 2 seconds, half a second. You only really get 3 seconds to throw the goddamn ball for somebody hitting you. And that's a good line.
It got to be on the money.
That's a good line with 3 seconds. You got a shit show. You got Russell Wilson out there catching the ball and doing a spin move immediately. Immediately. And still have to be able to maintain your balance, your focus to get the ball on the line 30, 40, 50 yards up the field between 2 motherfuckers who's converging on one guy. Consistently. If you drop the ball, that's bad on my stats. If you tip the ball and somebody pick it up, that's bad on my stats. If you complete the pass, that's going to look good on me too. But I have this window that's this goddamn big for me to get that ball there. after that 5 to 10 seconds from them giving me that play, I have everything else falls on me.
You
The
right.
motions, the fakes, the whole nine. Every single play on offense runs through me.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's a run play, pass play, fake play, don't give a fuck. Outside of a punt or a field goal,
Yeah, everything.
every offensive play runs through me. I have to stay on point every single. I can't have a lapse because, oh, damn, I called hype, but I forgot I was going to get the ball. But fumbling. Like, you run into your lineman and you fumble, just you. You running out the back of the end zone because you're getting chased by a big motherfucker. That's you. You have to get that out there. And even while being chased, somebody grabbing onto your collarbone, you throwing the ball 50 yards up the fucking field on a rope. That's you.
Yeah.
You are in control of the entire team's momentum on the offensive side, but hell, sometimes on the defense. Mahomes outscores so many motherfuckers that you only got one way to play on offense, so your defense can just peel back the ears, chase the quarterback, and sit in cover 3 or cover 6 all goddamn game. It's on you, literally, for your team.
Yeah.
Without a good quarterback or just a competent quarterback,
can't do nothing.
You can't do shit
at all.
That's why they're always chasing a franchise quarterback. That's why they're always chasing at least a competent enough quarterback. Hell, everybody was shitting on Alex Smith for a while until they realized he was a damn good quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he couldn't throw the ball 90 yards up the fucking field, even though he couldn't outrun, even though young Alex Smith could run, he was a great game manager because he knew what was coming. He knew the plays. He knew the audibles. He knew the fakes. He knew the blitzes. He could call them out. He can see them. Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Omaha. Why? Because he sees everything.
Yeah.
I do believe it's the hardest position.
It is. You're gonna have to sell me.
Yeah, see, I was gonna be wrong because I thought it was Camille that was arguing for it, but she was arguing for corner. Yeah, I don't know. Sure.
Sure. Speaking of quarterbacks, real quick though, I cannot wait to start saying Russell Wilson is cold again. Just so y'all know.
I think he'll have a bounce back here.
It's coming. Second team I'm going to be rooting for this year is the Broncos. We out here. BB, Bears, Broncos, Super Bowl.
Bro.
How y'all feel about what that?
What he say?
What he say?
10 interceptions.
Shit.
That's it.
That nigga.
That?
Oh, Madden, nigga.
Right.
Oh, Madden.
It's a simulation?
Nigga said, shit.
No, bro.
He gonna get that in the first 6 games.
Boy. Going to the bye week.
He not trash. I'm not saying he trash, but that man though he knows how to throw an interception. If he don't know how to do nothing, he know how to throw an interception. No. I mean that'd be dope though if you do. I want him to be successful.
Speaking of Dwayne, we were talking about quarterbacks yesterday because he was having a hard time convincing himself that Dak was a top 10 quarterback.
Yes.
We after running it down and talking, he was like,
he is.
Bro, Dak, he is, man. Like
he definitely
he was hurt last year, but when Dak is healthy, he's easily a 4,000 yard, 28 to 30 touchdown, 68 to 70% completion.
Yeah, he
quarterback.
Can do it. Like 10 ain't really. That's not even that high of a bar. Like that's.
No, 10 is really good.
I mean, I'm saying though, like out of 32, like you're in the top third. Like.
Yeah. Because the second tier honestly starts with like Kirk Cousins.
I'm just saying, like top 10 isn't like like you don't even. That's not even necessarily elite. Like you're better than 2/3 of.
Yeah, but your name is up there with the Joes.
But I mean, like that's again, like 10 isn't like. I'm not gonna say. I don't want to say it's like not that hard to get into. But I'm just saying like. 10 is probably around the start of the second tier.
And you're only speaking of starters. We're talking strictly starters. It's 32 in the league.
I don't know. Top 10 me.
Yeah, right. You got to be top 10 or top half of the league. Yeah, but no, Dak, I don't believe him. That's cap.
Dak getting what, less than 10? Or you say he's not getting more than 10?
He gonna cap it at 10.
Nah, he gonna get a strong 15, 17.
I give him about 17.
Yeah, strong 15, 17. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I have no context for
nothing wrong with
like what he's done.
Dak has had some.
He sling. Hey, they throw that motherfucker.
Dak he done thrown that motherfucker.
That's what it say. He throw that motherfucker.
He moving up and down that goddamn field, dog.
He be throwing that thing.
Let's see, he's pulling him up.
Dak crushed the
Yeah, man.
So, his best season, he only had 10.
Oh, really? Okay.
He had, that was 21.
Oh, I went too far then. Okay.
4,400, 37 touchdowns and 10 picks.
Oh, okay.
With a 124 rating.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so
he can do it.
Let's go touchdown to interception. So through his career, he's 23-4, 22-13. That was bad. 22-8, 30-11, 9-4, 37-10, 23-15 last year.
Okay.
Last year, he was slinging that motherfucker.
I was like, he at least gonna get 15 this season. It ain't that bad. I mean,
but he's like, the reason why I feel like he gonna get about 15 again and all because of the fact that he's still getting older.
Yeah.
And that arm gets a little bit weaker.
He trusts his arm too, though. So
he's
that's gonna happen.
He even had a couple injuries now. The last 2 of the last 3 years, he's been hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of them was shoulder. I don't know, but no, I'm still giving 15.
Yeah, I want him to be successful. So black quarterback.
Fuck him. And I even told Dwayne that I'm not one to defend, not a cowboy. I don't fuck with him. Y'all know I don't. But when he's good and he on, Dak is good, bro. Like
I had him in fantasy last year.
He ain't gonna do shit like in the playoffs.
That's different.
I think that's what we called him, James Harden.
Well, makes sense.
He'll have a cold regular season.
That makes sense.
He ain't gonna do shit for you in the playoffs.
That makes sense.
Fine. Like I'm looking at his QB rate, or again, like through his career, 13-3, 9-7, 10-6, 8-8, 2-3, because he got hurt 11-5 and then 8-4 last year. So
yeah, that's what I said. Top 10, he's solid. He a solid quarterback. Yeah.
He give you a good regular season. Regular season.
Yeah,
Usually they get one and done.
It don't be on him though. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. Like, I take it back. I take it back.
That's why I have no faith. Say love.
You just a hater, true blood. So.
Hey, listen.
Hate ass nigga.
Sometimes the hate be right.
Nah.
Sometimes it be.
No, you be like, you 80-20 on the hate.
They ain't did shit yet. I told a dude yesterday. My dad called him on the phone. I was like, hey, you need to learn how to get a new team. He was like, huh? What? They was like, what team? I was like, Cowboys. Packers ain't doing shit. I'm like, we'll have a better record than the boys. I don't know if I believe that, but I have to tell him that because there ain't no way in hell.
Man, black quarterback.
Dak's black too.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Black quarterbacks, they got to win. Russell Wilson cover.
Speaking of black quarterbacks, go buy Yo Tech Foul merch.
Hey,
I don't know where the links are. I think it's our bios. But
go get them.
Yeah.
I
don't think we got anything else. Y'all got any wrestling stuff you want to get off?
Oh, yeah, the tag match. Did you want to talk about it? Did you want to have a monologue about it?
Yeah, we can have a quick monologue. AEW last week had a pretty good and I haven't been watching AEW for some reason. I just randomly watched it.
You joined the rest of the crowd.
Yeah, but I see what's going to keep me there is that they teamed up Adam Cole with
MGF.
Yeah,
MJF.
Yeah, that shit.
I saw that they be doing the boom together.
Yeah, that shit is dope. Yeah,
MJF.
Yeah. So Adam Cole
be looking at him like
the thing with
fuck out of here.
The thing with AEW is that they have so many people on their roster that there's so many fucking tag teams, bro.
Like, so many factions.
Yeah, it's just way too much. And they just like, fam, like everybody tag teaming, all right, fam. But no, FTR and his name is Juice Robertson and Jay White. They had a 2 out of 3 falls match on, I think it was Dynamite, whichever one is Friday night. Hands down, one of the greatest matches I've seen in a long time, especially tag matches, because they did it in like transitions. So like the first half of the match was like blitz, just beating the shit out of each other. Everything was fast, like pow, 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 pow. Towards the second fall and towards the middle of the match, they slowed everything down, and it was more like a like old school wrestling, like slow pace, but we just hitting like hard hitting and shit like that, like old school, like
give them a chance to catch their breath.
Yeah, and then the end of the match was just fucking like mayhem. Like any and everything that you could think possibly happen, like every reversal, every fucking finisher, like every kick out, everything. Like it was just fucking. Yeah, they was just going crazy.
Was they in the crowd?
At one point, yeah. So they literally did everything. It was a great match, It was a pay-per-view match that was on broadcast television. So it was pretty dope.
Check it out, bro.
Yeah.
Now,
Like
FTR has always been a good tag team.
Yeah, they solid. And Jay White, like he can go, bro. Like I didn't know he can go like that. Like I heard
he was a hot free
Indy.
agent.
Yeah, and that's why I know people was talking about him a lot, and I didn't get a chance to really watch him. But that was my first time really seeing him, and I was like, yeah, he can actually go. I've been in my wrestling bag heavy lately, so that's why I've been getting back to watching AEW. AEW is not really enjoyable. I'm not gonna lie. I really do not like CM Punk. He comes on, I'm turning the channel. It's trash,
true
bro.
Kenny Omega fan.
Yeah, bro. It's Kenny Omega all day. Fuck that nigga, bro.
They
created a show for his bitch ass. Because he don't want to be around the elite. You know, man,
I mean, it's because they don't want to be around him.
He eat a dick.
They said that Kenny might be coming over to WWE.
Nigga, I hope so.
Like, I don't have to watch
exactly. Then I don't gotta watch it. Are you kidding me? Him and Cody, nigga, I'm good, bro. Him and Cody come over to the WWE. I'll be excited.
Who do you wish came back to the WWE?
Adam Cole.
For sure. For sure. Baby!
Adam Cole with that. Especially right now, him and Seth Rollins, dog, they'd be going at it.
They had already put on a cold match.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not feeling what he's doing right now because I saw him get like bamboo skewers like shoved into his forehead. But like just for the Shield reunion, I want Moxley back.
He's super extreme. He doing that like
he gotta bleed every match.
He doing that Cactus Jack shit. I'm like,
he gotta bleed every match, bro.
Like literally, like bamboo.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
it was a dude. He just like put them here and was like,
yeah.
He was in Japan, right? Yeah. He went back over there fighting this shit, bro.
And then it was just like sticking out of his head. I'm like, that's not.
Who want to see that shit, bro?
Hey, looking like Pinhead from Hellraiser.
I'll show you the picture. That shit was gross, man. But to wrap it up, because I've been tying everything back to basketball. I can do it with wrestling too.
Yeah.
So there has been a lot of talk about the NBA in-season tournament and what it really means, and I finally figured it out.
Okay.
Any wrestling fan will understand this.
All right.
It's the NBA's version of the Intercontinental Championship.
Okay.
It's the secondary title.
Yeah.
And in value doesn't mean as much as the world title, but it can be used to elevate up-and-coming teams / wrestlers who may be in that mid-card tier. Think your Oklahoma City Thunder, your Pelicans, T-Wolves, Magic, Pistons, Pacers, etc. But there might be some teams that peak in the mid-card winning an IC championship. Maybe not some of the younger teams, but your Nets, your Raptors, your Hawks, your Bulls could be perennial mid-carders whose main accomplishment is that title.
Yeah, I like that.
I can see that.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Shout out to not Raz P. Berry. Raz P. Berry. It's R-A-Z-B. I don't know. Not raspberry. I'm going to pronounce it that way. But that is our show for the week. Camille, get well soon because I can't keep running point guard. It was something in Japan.
Yeah, it's on. He in Japan right now. He doing a tour over there.
It would be NJPW.
Yeah.
Wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. It would be New Japan Wrestling. My fault. So NJPW, if you want to like try to Google it, like John Moxley NJPW.
I'll send you a picture, Camille. But yeah, get well soon. What's her Camille Monet on Twitter,
everything,
IG, PSN, Autumn News.
I think
Threads, all that. Spill.
I can't use that. I feel old using.
I still ain't got no goddamn code.
Oh, I'll see you. I can see you one.
Have you seen Threads?
I haven't been on there
I
either.
have not.
Dude, it's just Twitter with Instagram colors.
Oh, for real? Oh, well, I can get on that then. Like, Spill is like hard to navigate, bro.
Yeah, you sound old.
Like, I feel old as a bitch. Man. I was like, I never have to ask myself how you use this shit.
But I am not using my Thread, so I'm just gonna give you my Twitter, which is @BucksBurner. That's all you're gonna get.
That's all you get.
Yep.
Awesome. Everyday _gentleman on Instagram. K Harris 216 on Twitter and Snapchat.
And it's your boy TIMKINZ, the number 3, aka Ass Ketchum, aka Mr. Give It To Me. We out of there. I ain't got nothing catchy this week. Judge. Hey, this beat low.
Start rapping like Eminem and shit. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't want to hear that shit. A hibbity hop, ribbity rock. Oh, hell no.